Hello Pisces, welcome to your daily focus tarot. What should Pisces focus on for Monday, July 24th? Give me 3 cards. Well, it gave me 3 cards right off the bat. And what should they avoid? Is there any more clarifiers on what they should avoid? Okay, so we've got the Lovers, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Wands, and what you should focus on. There's a choice you need to make here, and the choice you need to make it to move towards your values. Okay, move towards your values. Yeah. Okay, definitely move towards your values. Where your morals lie, that's going to help you with this decision. What is it that you prioritize most in life? What is it that you value most in life? Queen of Wands, reconnecting to yourself, reconnecting to your joy for life, to your creativity, to your passion. That helps you make this new beginning, this new start with this choice. That's where your strength lies, even though the strength and the luck is sort of sitting underneath her. It's not afraid. It's like waiting to, if you have cats, you know, they like to sit underneath chairs or things, and then somebody walks by and they're like, shh, with the ankle, like they just swipe at it, and they take a good, a good swipe at your ankle as you're walking by. Sometimes they even like enfold your ankle, and then you're like, okay, I can't move. I got these cat arms and these claws digging into each side of my ankle, so I'm stuck here, right? So it's not like an actual cowering or afraid position. It's like a position of strength. So that strength, that luck is there just waiting underneath her for her to pull it out, for her to say, it's okay, I can use this now. And then we've got the Ten of Wands. So you're looking to drop those burdens. You're looking to get rid of that burnout, that stress that you've been feeling. And this decision is going to help you with that. What you should avoid, we've got the King of Wands, the Sun, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse, which I had to look up because I'm still not good with reversals. So this talks about where you're overcommitted. So you've got this plan for yourself, this vision to transform your life, this plan for your life to grow, to bring about that creativity, and you want to take charge, but you could be overcommitted. So you want to avoid being overcommitted, because then that will lead to disorganization, neglect, irresponsibility, unpredictable behavior. So really avoid being overcommitted today on Monday. Okay, let's look at Tuesday for Pisces. I have to learn to look at the cards before I put them out with this deck, sorry. Tuesday for Pisces. And what should they avoid? Oh, that one came out again. What should Pisces avoid on Tuesday? Interesting. Here, let me take those back. What should they avoid? that up right now. Okay. Let's do what you should avoid for Tuesday first. Yeah, this is going to be... because we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Prince of Pentacles in reverse. So avoid, stagnation, perfectionism. Yeah, don't count your chickens before they're hatched. Okay, with this Prince of Pentacles in the reverse, really don't count your chickens before they're hatched. Don't put the cart before the horse, that sort of thing. In this new beginning that you want, whether it's a job, whether it's a new beginning with your finances, it's something that you're waking up to, that you can have this new beginning, but don't be really hasty. Don't stop planning. Make plans. Be certain that your plans are solid. With this Eight of Cups in the reverse, this is like drifting and indecision. It's confusion, it's hopelessness, it's giving into those short-term satisfactions and forgetting about the long-term goal. It's like, oh, I can't win, so why bother trying? It's that kind of despair, almost. So really focus on, you've got the Hangman in the reverse, and you've got the Five of Pentacles. So where you've got either this mindset of lack, this mindset of debt, of never being able to have enough to pay your bills, or this mindset of, poor health, woe is me, and you're not facing it, and that's why you're stuck. That's why the Hangman is in the reverse. That's why you're stuck. That's why you're feeling overburdened. You're feeling burnt out. You need to kind of face this, whether it's a mindset or it's actual poor debt, poor health. You need to face it. The sun is still in this picture. She's hiding from it. She's sort of crying. She's hiding from it. But the sun is in this picture, and the rabbit and the dog are in this picture. Okay, the rabbit symbolizing abundance, the dog symbolizing loyalty. So chasing your abundance by being true to yourself, by turning around, looking at and facing where you need to grow, where you need to take responsibility, make changes, whether it's a diet and exercise plan. By diet, I mean a lifestyle change. I don't mean like a diet to lose weight necessarily. If you change your eating habits, you will just lose weight as a byproduct. If you start eating healthier, unless you've got some other sort of medical condition going on, like thyroid issues, for example, or diabetes, if you start to eat better, you just automatically start losing weight. It's because a lot of those chemicals and the fat and the sugar, and those preservatives, people have intolerances to a lot of preservatives that are in commercial foods. So if you stop eating that stuff, your body starts to heal. It starts to get less inflamed, less autoimmune response, whether it's intolerances or true allergies. It doesn't matter. You start to then lose weight, right? It's hard to get past those cravings though, but we've got the Tower here, and it's hard to get past the knowledge barrier of how to prepare foods, how to cook, taking time to cook, learning all these things, how to store stuff properly, how long shelf life for things. It's a lot of things. There's a knowledge barrier as well as a time barrier. But you've got this idea coming in with the Tower here. Either that or the universe is saying, you didn't take the change seriously, but a change needs to happen for your best good, for your highest good, and we're going to make this change happen. Because you didn't take action, we're now taking action. So the Tower has two different meanings. They're both about change, and one is about a change in thinking, an aha moment. The other is about an actual change that you have no control over. You just have to go with it and make the best of the situation, but it's because you didn't move forwards when you could. The universe says, no, we can't leave this situation the same as it was. We've got to change it. So that was Tuesday. I think the theme for you this week is going to be change, Pisces. Wednesday for Pisces, that is the 26th. Wednesday the 26th for Pisces. Give me 3 cards for what they should focus on. More than that. Excuse me a second. And what should Pisces avoid? I hope you're staying hydrated as well this week with the heat that's in America and Europe and Canada and the wildfires everywhere. I hope you're wearing your mask outside if you're in a high air quality alert area. Please do that. Okay, so for Wednesday we have the Fool, the Magician, 5 of Wands, and Strength. So you're dropping your baggage, you're starting a new journey of some sort, one that's truer to who you are or who you want to be, and you're looking to manifest, or you are manifesting, you're opening, you've got this knowledge, so you're opening these doors to move forwards, and you're really fighting for something that you want. You're using your intuition. You've got a control of your passions over your negative thinking, and you're brainstorming ideas on how to open these doors to have this new beginning, this new journey that you want, whether it's a new job, it's a new romance, it's a new place to live, or it's just a new spiritual journey. There is a lot of thinking about it, a lot of fighting for what it is that you truly want. Yeah, it's good that you're not giving in. It's good that you avoided that giving in, that hopelessness of yesterday. Okay, and what to avoid. So this is talking about your creativity, your passions, inspiring you, and how you want that growth and that new beginning, because this is the Fool. See, this is the Fool as a child. And it's his rebirth. It's also Orpheus with that heart there, that lyre there, coming out of the dark into the sunlight, and having faced his darkness and his fears and gone through all those trials. So, it's telling you want this growth, and you've got a lot of passion and creativity, but you don't want those passions and creativities to lead you to cover up things. You don't want to cover up things. You don't want to be hiding things like, somebody who you're really close to asks, are you fine? But you're actually not. You're struggling with something. Don't let your ego get in the way. Tell the person, I'm struggling with this. I'm kind of overcommitted. I'm juggling too many things. I need help with them, because that's going to help you have that creativity and growth if you share that with somebody. So avoid letting your ego take over too much. Avoid letting your passion for certain things take over too much and cause, this overcommitment again, this struggle between two things that you're trying to juggle, especially like your time. Your time is one of the few things that you cannot get back in life, right? You can't get back time. So be mindful of those overcommitments, just like yesterday. They're hammering it home. No overcommitments this week. Don't double book yourself, triple book, whatever. Don't do it. Be mindful of your time. So Pisces for Thursday. Pisces for Thursday. Okay. And what should they avoid? Give me some clarifiers. Okay, yeah. Wallowing. Avoid wallowing. Okay. At the bottom of the deck we have the Sun again. And underneath it the Eight of Cups. And the Six of Swords. So yeah, it's in your unconscious mind to move towards a goal, to move away from the negativity and to let things and people go that you need to. So there's something that you had that was a vision that you had for where you wanted to go with your life, how you wanted to transform yourself in your life, and you were trying to take charge, but it didn't work out, right? This is the card of mourning, the card of wallowing, focusing too much on your emotions in a situation that didn't work out and not on what you still have. Okay. And this, this is the card of the happy home, the satisfaction in the home life, feeling emotionally complete and fulfilled. So there was something to do with your home life, something to do with your family where you felt like you could achieve this emotional fulfillment. You were trying to transform things to achieve this, but then something didn't quite work out. It might have partially worked out since 2 of the cups are still standing and only 3 are spilled. So it could have partially worked out, but you don't want to stay in this energy of I'm still thinking about what didn't work. You want to get turned around and focus on what did work. That's the energy you want to be in. You still want this and you can still achieve this vision, but you might need to go about it a different way. And then what you should focus on, the Five of Pentacles again, the Page of Cups, and the Star in reverse. So the Star in reverse is about not seeking guidance. It's about not healing trauma, not healing wounds, not allowing yourself to be in the flow of life, not allowing yourself to be creative in a healthy way, not allowing yourself to be passionate in a healthy way. To me, this is more about you not seeking guidance Why are you not seeking guidance for this struggle? You know, you need to understand, to really understand it, even from an emotional level. If you have debt or poor health, there's an emotional connection to that. If you overeat, there is an emotional connection to it. Some people, yes, they were taught and it was strictly enforced and it really sunk in their head, clean up your plate. You can't leave the table before you clean up your plate. There are starving kids in China, Africa, wherever. That's what parents used to tell people, and it's stuck in their head. So there's this component, you know, and you see new ads about similar things, but psychiatrists have known for a long time there's a mental and emotional component to overeating. Some people overeat because they don't want to be hit on. They don't want to be seen as a sexual object for other people's pleasure. So they overeat and they gain weight deliberately, even though they may consciously say they want to lose weight, right? And they may consciously be trying to lose weight. That weight may get to, you know, they might lose a certain amount, and then the weight gets to a certain point, and then they can't get any more of it off. And they're still considered big. And it's like a form of protection to them. They're not consciously aware that they don't want to be sexualized, so they don't want to be at a healthier weight, and they don't want to be underweight because that's considered sexually attractive in modern times. In previous times, being more robust, being what we would think of as overweight or even obese was actually sexually attractive. So there's, you know, a lot of people have a hard time wrapping their head around it, but these norms, they change. You know, at one point, being an alcoholic was quite the norm. And in some countries, it still is. People who drink with every meal, drink wine, drink, you know, gin and tonic, whatever, at every meal several times a day, every day, that's considered the norm. It's considered healthy. Whereas in other countries, that's considered, you know, unsanitary. It's considered actually to be a moral failing of the person. Even if it's not considered to be irreligious, it's considered an actual moral failing to somebody. So these norms, they vary, and you have to look at your unconscious values and your unconscious morals. I kind of got off track, sorry. I was rambling. You have to look at those a little bit more deeply. You have to unpack it a little bit more deeply, and it has to do with something with your pentacles, something here in the physical world. So pentacles are your physical body, your health. Obviously, their career and finances, because that leads to physical possessions, right? So, and it leads to the food you eat and what you drink, because those are physical possessions and those affect your physical body and your health. So there is something there that you need to look at and heal. You might need to get guidance on. There's something you need to get an inspiration on there. So let's do Friday. Sorry for the long video and the rambling. Pisces for Friday. What should they focus on? Okay. And what should they avoid? Pisces, what should they avoid for Friday? Well, okay, clarity. So when you get this clarity on where the imbalance in your pentacles lie, and if it has to do with, you want to remove all distractions from your thinking, remove other people's opinions, and get down to your own personal thinking, your own personal thoughts. Try and remove society's opinions. Like I said, the norms change over time. And the norms change based on what country you live in, what area of the country, what's here in the Midwest is considered a norm, might be considered horrible in the South. Or, it might be considered above average in the West Coast. It varies, and you need to come up with your own personal norm, your own personal value, your own personal moral, your own personal belief. This is about you. It's not about anybody else. It's not about society. You need to get down to strip all that away, strip away your culture, strip away your society, get down to your personal thinking, your personal beliefs, your personal morals, your personal values, not anybody else's. Not even the ones that you were taught by your parents. This is about you. It's your life. It's your body. It's your money, your career, your health, not theirs. Okay, they have their own issues. Everybody has their issues. So this is about yours. So you're studying, you're thinking about it. Get rid of those distractions. Get your thinking in balance. Don't be too rigid in your thinking. Don't be black and white. You want this clarity to come through. And again, it's overcommitment. It's overcommitment. It's that struggling. It's that juggling with too many things, and pretending like that storm behind her isn't there. Pretending like that storm is, she's just ignoring it, right? She's just like, hey, look at me. I'm juggling these two balls, these two pinnacles, and there's nothing happening behind me. Don't pay attention to that raging storm and those ships that are about to go down. Your ships that were supposed to be coming in, they're about to go down if you don't deal with the situation. But pay attention to this struggle instead. Pay attention to this juggling act instead of what's behind her. And what's behind you can also be in the past. It can be that symbolism of what's in the past. But it's also what we aren't able to finish emotionally because of blocks. Needing to find your peace, needing to get rid of these multiple priorities and narrow it down to a single priority. You see she's standing on this rock near the beach, and she's got that tree above her head that's dead. There's nothing on the tree. There's no leaves or anything. There's some moss growing on it. It looks like it was split by lightning or wind. It's not good. Even the rock doesn't look very solid. It's got cracks in it. So there's this issue of needing to get yourself back onto more solid ground to get away from being overcommitted. Pisces, welcome to your daily focus show. Oops, the other camera quit. Sorry about that. It only goes for 30 minutes, I guess. I'm still learning that program. Okay, so what you should focus on, where you're feeling fear and anxiety over work, over finances, over your career, where there's toxic and negative people, really look at that from a deeper perspective. Try to get a higher picture on your life. Use your intuition to open up the doorway, to figure out what is going on. Do some meditation, do some spiritual work, even if it's just like a walking meditation out in nature. That rhythm of left, right, with your feet moving helps the two hemispheres of the brain connect, and it helps you connect to a higher spiritual and a higher mental plane. It opens up the doorway. So really looking at that connection in order to open that doorway, to find that path. And you see she's on the beach too, and she's got rocks on either side of her. She's literally in the doorway drawing the moon down to give her knowledge to put in her book. And she's got the strength and the luck of the cat there, just kind of watching on, seeing what she's doing, helping her sort it out. But this is about you getting away from this situation. This is about you improving your situation. This is about you opening up those new doorways, those new paths, taking action to move out of the dark into the light, to move out of this, working overtime, working late, burning the candle at both ends, and into this brighter, sunny, blue sky, type of, there are obstacles, but you can come up with this plan. You can do this, and this is what you should be focusing on. You should be focusing on going within to come up with a plan to get away from bad situations that leave you overcommitted and in this struggle. I hope this was really helpful. Feel free to hit subscribe and like. Have a great week, Pisces. Bye.